Hi, my name's Dr. Rebecca Wilson, and I'm a research fellow at the University of Liverpool. I'm also an SSI fellow from the 2016 cohort. This is my second collaborations workshop, and I attended last year's one as well. Unfortunately, both of these have been virtual. They haven't been in-person meetings. The reason why I wanted to attend this year was basically to catch up with people that are outside of my own personal research domain, but that also, are other research software engineers. And so I find that this particular meeting is really good for, increasing and improving your own networks of people with the same sort of skill sets as you, but that perhaps work in alternative domains. I had the benefit of chairing the panel discussion at the collaborations workshop with a focus on disability inclusion. And so I hope that I have achieved increasing awareness of disability issues, basically amongst, all the other attendees here who, come from a spectrum of domains and work in academic and academic related sectors as well. So I think a lot of us that build research software or develop research software, particularly open source research software, we have issues around maintaining it in terms of securing funding to maintain it. So I think that's the biggest issue facing particularly open source research software. I think it'd be really beneficial if we could find sort of funding models or alternative funding approaches to sustaining these pieces of software that we build that perhaps tens or hundreds of other people are reliant on as well for their own research. So I think the one thing that I would like to change about research culture is to encourage basically inclusive by design working practices and processes to ensure that basically every employer, every organization and individuals as well, have inclusion essentially as part of their core day-to-day activities, I suppose. The reality is that every single person is either working with a colleague, is supervising a colleague, or is being line managed by a colleague that potentially could be disabled or is disabled. And as one of our panelists mentioned earlier, at any point in time, any one person can acquire a disability. And so I think that ensuring that as much as we do day to day is by its very nature inclusive, that will hugely improve, the ability for disabled people to contribute and carry on contributing in research, as well as kind of go up that career ladder and progress in their careers.